Welcome to the channel, or welcome back. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title, and we all love these. It's a lodge tour. Now before we go in, I just want to address a couple things. I've been playing Call of the Wild for just about a year. It's like a year and 2 weeks at this point. And I've never played with mods. You know, if you followed me for a while, that I am adamant about not having mods in the game. I think there should be a ban against them. And if you use them on your single player. Don't use them on multiplayer. Now I got this when I was sick with the disease that shall not be named, and I got hooked on the game. I ended up buying all the DLCs, all the maps, everything that you could buy for it. I bought it, and for a long time I wanted to start a YouTube channel. This game is what inspired me to do it. I originally tried doing a YouTube channel around Call of Duty and Modern Warfare and Warzone, and I just couldn't stick with it. But this game, I could stick with it. I love the content. It keeps me entertained, and it just really reminds me of hunting in the real world, even though it's nothing like it, but it's just something to do in between seasons when I'm not actually hunting. So, being the end of the year, New Year's Eve, I wanted to show you guys what exactly can be accomplished if you put in some hard work and dedication. And this is what your lodge can look like after 1 year following the tips and tricks of those guys like Flinter, Killclan, and Scarecrow. You can have a lodge like this. So without further ado, here's the first look, the Full Send Whiskey Trophy Lodge. These are my best trophies. I have a lot more trophies than this, but these are my absolute favorite and my absolute best. Now we're gonna start out right here at the front. My two biggest trophies that I love the most. A 300 scoring moose and a 512.9 Rocky Mountain elk. As you can see, I messed this one up. He is a gold, but he should have been a diamond. I messed him up. And this happened in a video. I'm going to try my best to link all of these videos in a card at the top right, so you guys can go back and watch them at the end of the video. But this guy, we were checking out multiplayer maps after the Great One Black Bear on Silver Ridge Peaks. I saw this guy, messed up the shot, tracked him down, and I think I got gypped personally. I made what should have been a good shot and got gypped on it. But either way, we didn't get the diamond rating, but he is my largest scoring Rocky Mountain elk. You all know I love the Rocky Mountain elk. Like I said in the last video, they have to be the great one in 2023. At least one of the great ones they give us has to be a Rocky Mountain elk. Now this guy was my first 300 scoring moose. I tried for a really long time to get a diamond moose. Really long time. Just couldn't make it happen. And then I got trolled again. And then I got this guy. And I've been just getting diamonds like crazy with moose ever since. It's like I opened the floodgates. And it's pretty awesome. Now up here on the wall, we have another big diamond Rocky. This guy is 505.4. You're going to see a lot of mule deer and a lot of Rockies. Again, mentioned in the last video, two favorite species, two favorites for the great ones, in my opinion. Side by side of him are diamond mule deer. Diamond mule deer was the first diamond I ever got, and it was also the first video I ever uploaded on the channel. Was my first diamond, a video of getting him. And this is not him, and this might be him. No. That started in February, so this can't be him. But 341.2 and 339 diamond mule deers. Next to that is a golden eye, my only diamond off of Reventuli. No, I've gotten diamond whitetail, but of the new species on Reventuli, the only diamond that I've gotten off of Reventuli. There's a 1281 golden eye, not bad. And then over here, we've got a piebald mallard. I know they're uncommon, but I think they're pretty cool to get every now and then too. So we've got him. Another diamond moose, 276, and a most recent 300 scoring moose. This guy's also in a video when we were talking Great One Moose. We were prepping for it, talking about it, and we got this guy on Layton Lakes. Both of these actually came off of Layton Lakes. Great moose map. Let's come into this room, center room. We've got a gray female puma, mountain lion, whatever you want to call it. It would be a mountain lion because she came off of Silver Ridge Peaks. Right behind it is the only diamond Roosevelt that I've ever gotten. I've not put a ton of time into diamond Roosevelts or into Roosevelts period, and I probably should. I need to get a couple rares of them, a couple more diamonds, try and beat this 383.5. Let's go to the back of the room before we keep going. back of the room is kind of my goat room, minus this diamond puma 39.7. But we've got all bighorns. Bighorn, I think he's a bighorns, but bighorn diamond 172.6. Behind him is a 104.3 pronghorn diamond. My biggest diamond feral goat, 224.7. I know I've got a couple of these on my Teawara, so I need to go shoot a couple level 5s. Let's see if they hit diamond. My biggest mouflon I've ever gotten, 175.8. I need to go over to Quattro, and we're probably going to do that in the next video. Go over to Quattro, check them out, because they did get reworked anyways. Some stuff happened with them, and their population got reset. So we need to see what's on my Quattro Colinas. And another diamond bighorn is right here, a 167.1. We already saw the mountain lion, and then two mountain goats looking at each other here, a 114.3 and a 113.4. Last two digits swapped. Pretty neat on those guys. I do like the bighorns. Their horns are ridiculously large, but I love it. I love it nonetheless. Right up here is my biggest spring buck, 100.2. And then my second biggest roe deer's here, 67.5. Two animal species I don't have a diamond of. You're gonna see that I don't have a diamond of a lot of species. I've focused a lot on certain animals, and other ones like these guys I haven't actually focused on to get a diamond. So that's why I don't have any. Down here we have a diamond white-tailed jackrabbit. This was the first This was the first white-tailed rabbit, or first rabbit period, or hare, and I got. That was a diamond back in March, and we made a nice little short about him for an Easter Bunny clip. European rabbit diamond 2.4. Another diamond muley 334.9. This is another mule deer, just a wonky little rack. I really like him. Those interior brow tines, I think those would be called brow tines, basically touching. He's just a cool rack, so we've got him in here. Up here, a diamond light brown Merriam turkey. And I see a lot more turkeys, got a few of those. This is a blacktail that I messed up. Now I've killed 2 level 5s, and long time ago, back in February, March, there was a bug on Layton Lake where animals would disappear after you killed them. Their antlers would disappear. And this was a guy that I rushed a shot on, made a bad shot, and I rushed over to pick him up because I was afraid I was going to lose him, because the level 5 before him, I lost the antlers on. And he looked like just a doe here in the trophy lodge. We replaced him with this guy, a 182.6. But I need to go back out on Layton, focus on blacktail, get ourselves a blacktail. Of course, you guys know this guy. We'll come back to him in just a minute. My biggest lesser kudu, I think it's my biggest, 150.1. We need to get out there and get ourselves a diamond, though. Of course, another diamond rocky, 493.7. Up here's the biggest roe deer I have, 67.5. An albino roe deer. This is when I was opening up Quattro Colinas before I was recording, and I killed her. Has an initial spawn on my Quattro Colinas, not even knowing. I just saw something big and white run across my map and shot it, and I was like, oh wow, that's albino. I didn't know much about the game when I started. I didn't know about bird types or anything like that, but I'm glad I taxied her and kept her. Up above her is a melanistic chamois. They are not rare, they're uncommon, but I wanted to take him anyways because that's pretty cool. A 41.2. Another diamond mountain goat, 110.9. This one's beige. Right here is a diamond whitetail. Gonna see a few of these. 260 for this guy. This was at the time, well, and technically still is as far as reindeer go, I think it's my biggest reindeer, but 395.9. And we'll get back to this guy now. This is from the Christmas Eve video. If you guys haven't seen it, you gotta check it out. That hunt was absolutely wild. You're gonna see one more trophy in the lodge that we got from that one. And in the first 30 minutes, I mean, by the time we picked this guy up, I was recording 27 minutes. I hadn't been on the map any longer than that. So within 20 minutes, I killed my first ever diamond caribou, 430.6. And for those that haven't seen it, like I said, check that video out. It's absolutely wild. It was on Christmas Eve. So there's a few videos back, but go back, check it out. It's absolutely crazy. While we're talking about previous videos, we've done it, guys. 1K. At the time of recording this, it is Christmas Eve, and we hit the 1K So thankful. So thankful. Thank you guys so much. Can't believe we've done it within 10 months of having a YouTube channel. We basically averaged just 10 subs a month, right? No, 100 subs a month. I can do math. 100 subs a month. It's absolutely wild. You guys are awesome. I love the community we're building. I love that all of you are always here watching the videos and liking the videos, commenting. I really do appreciate it. So thank you again for getting me to the 1K. I'm really looking forward to New Year's. I'm really looking forward to 2023. It's going to be a crazy year, and I've got a lot planned for the channel. A lot of cool stuff's going to be coming. But let's go back, keep talking about trophies. This here, my biggest whitetail. I believe he's my biggest. 271.5 diamond whitetail. Then, of course, back here, just a couple fillers. Another diamond mountain goat, 111. Another diamond bighorn, 166.4. And then our first ever diamond western caper Kaylee, 4.6. We just got him on Medved. Check that one out, because that hunt, along with the Yukon hunt where we got the diamond caribou, both those hunts were crazy. This one we got this guy, and then we'll get into the other room. Into another room, actually. Not the other room, but into another room. You guys will see the other trophy we got from that hunt, and it was crazy. Here we just got a little placeholder of an antelope jackrabbit, 4.9. Over here, same thing, placeholder, whitetail jackrabbit, 5.3. Here we got a Canada goose, 8.8. Gray brown. Now we're coming into the hallway, main hallway. You got a gray fox, 5.3. And then 10.8 with this red fox you guys know from the Boxing Day video. Still don't have a diamond with either one of these fox species. So we're going to have to spend some time and get some of those going as well. Here we got Sika deer. Another one I don't have a diamond of. We're going to be working on that in 2023. I can guarantee you that, because these guys are pretty cool. But 154.7. Same with Axis deer. I don't have a diamond. I do have a pretty big level 4 that I'll be showing you guys here soon. But this guy's just kind of a unique small guy. He'll eventually make it into the Hall of Shame. Like I said, I'm huge into mule deer, so this wall I'm actually kind of proud of. This is a progression wall of mule deer. Here you get a spike, 41.3. That's a Hall of Shame devil deer right there. A little bit bigger. This would be like a level 2, a very small level 2, 69. Nice. And then here we got 235.4. This is a level 3, level 4. And here is a big level 4, 272.1. You look over here on this wall, you got a diamond, 324.7, level 5. So you can just see the progression. And again, just a really cool rack. Those two tines there, just getting in close, almost touching. Another diamond goose. And then a Hall of Shame goose, 4.3 brown hybrid. Here's my huddle of whitetail. We got 272.5. So that's my biggest there, not that one over there. I was wrong. 272.5, 258.4, and a 266.1. Need to get that great one so we can throw them in there. But we'll get there eventually. Here's my biggest piebald red deer that I've ever gotten. A gold at 2. If we can look at 191.5. Of course, a hind with him as well. These mounts are so cool. I like these mounts a lot. Speaking of mounts, that moose is eventually going to get a quail with it until we get a great one moose. Gotta get a placeholder. Now here, we've got the Cape of Buffalo, and this is the breadwinner mount. My only diamond Cape Buffalo I've ever gotten. We got a tan female, and a tan male. This one is a diamond. And I'm gonna be honest, this guy I killed, and he was stuck in a fleeing state, so he doesn't, he's not, I can't classify him as a trophy, but I still do. We're not gonna go down that hallway yet. That hallway is really special. Here we got another diamond moose, 276. Bunch of diamond red deer racks. Diamond wildebeest, 38.2. Another diamond red deer rack. Lots of diamonds, lots and lots of diamonds, lots of diamond red deer from the grind. Still haven't filled it. Here we got another Rocky Mountain Elk, 46.9. My biggest black bucks are right here, if we can get there. 114.7. A troll water buffalo, 166.2. A piebald cinnamon teal, 4 scoring gold, and a 122 black buck. I want to say this was a troll level 5. I can't remember though. A Hall of Shame caribou, 86.599999999999999. A Hall of Shame worthy Rocky or Roosevelt elk, excuse me, 86.2. Here we have a light gray Hall of Shame worthy mountain goat, 49.6. I will eventually, as we get better trophies, be moving these guys into their own lodge. All these really small ones. Flinter has it, and I actually really like it, where you just have a Hall of Shame, as he calls it, but basically a hall of small boys, bunch of spikes, and as small as they can get, antlered species or horned species. And it's just kind of cool. And we'll eventually get that set up, but for now, it ain't set up. Now, my only ever diamond plains bison is here, 234.7 with a couple wolves, nothing special, a 32.9 female and 37.5 male, but nothing special in there. Another goose, 7. This here is my huddle of rare fallow deer. I need to get an albino. I don't have an albino yet. I've got 2 piebalds in here and a melanistic. The melanistic is a 156.4, and the piebalds are 142.1 and 106.8. Real small. We did talk about this guy was a really big level 4 axis deer that I took off of Parque Fernando. He had diamond potential, just didn't do it. 182.5, got real close. Another diamond red deer. I see a lot of those. This here is one of my favorite trophies. Not my favorite trophy, but one of them. A real big, I believe he was a level 4, 141.6 albino Besit ibex. It's such a cool looking ibex. I mean, that being albino, that's so stinking cool. Now, I'd love to get the Grand Slam full of rare ibex. I know a lot of people do the diamond one, but I think we should go for getting all the ibex as rares. You guys let me know. I think we should get a rare Grand Slam mount going. I can grind for that. I could be down for that a lot. I like Quattro. Quattro is a really good map. Now, starting off down the hallway, we got a line of whitetail. We got 257.1 diamond, 256.3 diamond, 260 diamond, and a 255.6 diamond. This is from the grind that I was doing on Rancho. We never made it happen, and maybe I need to get back into grinding for a great one, because we really do need a great one, at least a great one of some species. The flat top rack, Roosevelt Elk, 236.1, just a cool rack. Everyone talks about this rack. This one's pretty unique. I haven't seen many like it. It's pretty cool. Before we get to those, let's get into this room. In this room, we've got another diamond mule deer, 317.8. Like I said, a lot of diamond mule deer. Another diamond mule deer, 335.2. Let's talk about the other animals in here. Here we got a melanistic female fallow deer. Pretty cool. We're keeping her just in case we ever get a multi-mount for the fallow deer. That includes a female. Another diamond pronghorn, 98.5. A leucistic female pronghorn, 35.7. Just a wonky, very wonky mule deer, 254.2. A very wonky Roosevelt. This guy is wild. He makes that X with his antlers there where they come and cross. It's just wild. That guy's super wild. Here is the biggest caribou that I had to date until we took that diamond recently. 358.2 for him. We'll get him replaced eventually, I'm sure, with another diamond. 100.6 pronghorn. Another diamond Rocky, 485.3. Diamond Merriam Turkey Brown. Another Sika, 141.8. And another diamond Blue Wildebeest, 38.4. I need to get diamond gold. That's something I need to work on. That's it for this room. Now we're going to get into what I call the rares room. That's why these guys are out. We got a 182.9 melanistic gold red deer. And we got a piebald rosy female, which is pretty cool. I need to get, like I said earlier, some rares that are males for them. A small piebald whitetail. Everyone gets these. We get a lot of these. 134.7. Then this is a piebald caribou that I got back in February. Scored 220.3, which is pretty wild. Let's not look at that guy. Let's look at this wall. This is from the hunt Christmas Eve that I was talking about earlier, where we got the diamond, the other trophy. 302.8 piebald caribou. not my biggest. This is my biggest. Wait, he is my biggest. Yeah, no, he's not. 302. I thought it was 308. 305.4 is my biggest. So we've got a few of these piebalds. So I think we got one on my wife's map, and then I got this one on a multiplayer map, and this one on my own map here recently. We got a pink pig. These are rares, and I saw him and got kind of excited. I saw him on Mississippi Acres. Wild Hog scored 91.099999999. I believe there's a video of him too, where we got him. Can't remember if it was just a highlights video or a full video that he was in. Then we got an albino female moose. One of the coolest trophies you can get. A melanistic mountain goat. Not a male, but it is a female. But it's still melanistic. It's cool. Small piebald bull moose, 101.1. Then an albino plains bison female, 49.2. Check this one out. We took her with a compound bow from distance. It was pretty wild. You guys see her in my intros that are usually in the Call of the Wild videos right at the end before the Full Send Whiskey logo comes up. I take her out with a heart shot. It's pretty slick. Now, you guys saw this. We got him off the elk grind we've been doing. Not spending a lot of time on that grind. I'm not huge into grinding. I feel those videos can get boring pretty quick, but albino Rocky Mountain elk, 325.8. I've got one more. He's in another room. You guys will see, but this is the biggest one. We got cinnamon black bear over here. I wasn't sure if they were rare or not. They were uncommon at the time when I shot her in March. I thought they were rare, so I kept her, but she was the first cinnamon black bear I ever killed, so she stays. And then, of course, when we took that diamond caper Kaylee, not long after, we saw this beauty. One of my favorite trophies now in this entire lodge. And it is a leucistic gold 342.4 reindeer off of Medved Taiga. And my shock when I saw this thing is crazy. Truly thought I was going to get a super rare. I've yet to get a super rare, and I thought this was going to be the first one. I never shot a diamond reindeer or caribou at the time, and I was going to be probably on the floor crying if this was a super rare, but it was just a big level 4, and that's okay. Being that it's basically symmetrical, if not symmetrical, I can't remember. We never did look, but he is pretty darn close to symmetrical. If I'm looking right, I would say he's symmetrical. It's just so cool. I mean, that's such a cool trophy. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. One of my favorites by far. Now, we've got another melanistic male, 142.5 red deer. Another piebald, 184.6. This one is a wild story on this one. We do have a video of this one as well. This was the first melanistic whitetail I've ever shot, and I don't think I'd even shot a doe yet at this point. But we were on Mississippi Acres on a multiplayer map. Bunch of people, everyone left. I was hoping I'd get host. I didn't get host. Someone else got it. Happened to look and see this guy. When I scanned him, all of a sudden the person I was in with starts coming towards me. And by coming towards me, I mean speed hacking towards me. Coming like a bat out of hell. And I thought I was going to lose this trophy. For some reason, though, the guy came and looked at it, shot a couple times, didn't hit it, and took off. I want to say he shot. I might not remember right. I want to say he shot. Took off. He ended up leaving the server, and I tracked this guy down and was able to take him with the 308, the double lung. I truly thought I was going to lose this. I thought it was going to be a gold, but it's a silver. But either way, it's a cool trophy. It's a beautiful looking melanistic whitetail. And I'm really glad that hacker didn't steal it. I can't stand cheaters. I can't stand hackers. And I'm really glad he didn't steal it. So for that, I am grateful. Now we got a melanistic red deer, 119.6. Can't remember if this was my first one or not. I think it might have been. I still don't have an albino though. Gotten on melanistics and piebalds, but no albino. Need to go for that albino. Now another leucistic female pronghorn, 36.2. Then we have a dilute gold, 260.1 mule deer. These are uncommon, but for me, I think they're more rare because I don't see them that often. I see them as does, but not as bucks. And seeing that this guy was, it was pretty cool. I struggled to get them. I kept desyncing from or failing to connect from the server, and I finally did get them, but I was really happy with that. Of course, all a shame-worthy piebald male whitetail, 77.0, 9999999. Nothing special there. And we got a couple more rooms before we get into the room of most importance. Right here, before going into the other two rooms, we've got two albino whitetail, one at 190.4. And this guy we just took off of my Reventuli here at the beginning of the year, or beginning of the month, I should say. On December 1st, we took him a 222.3. He's been an initial spawn on my Reventuli for who knows how long. Well, we all know how long, since Reventuli came out. And I didn't know about him. I just happened to not check this lake, and then I was running around doing multiplayer maps. Realized I had never checked this lake on my map. Went over, checked it out. See if we had an initial spawn. Great one. And this guy was there. Pretty cool. We talked about this in a recent Rancho hunt, is one of my favorite antler racks you can get from the mule deer. Not realistic, but it's super cool. 244.9 gold. And another one over here. This guy's just wonky. He's got the big old rack on one side, and another rack on the left side. It's pretty wild. 293.8 there. Talk about those guys later. Let's go into this room without getting smacked by the door. This is kind of my bird room. You can see that I got a lot of birds, but I threw up some other big trophies as placeholders and fillers. We'll start down here. Eastern wild turkey, a diamond, my only one, I believe. A Rio Grande diamond turkey, also my only one, I believe. Then here we've got a piebald harlequin duck. At the time I didn't know they weren't rare. It was in February when I was just getting kind of started on the game, but they are just uncommon. So nothing special, but still kind of cool. They're cool to get. Then we got a diamond Merriam turkey, a leucistic Merriam turkey, the only rare turkey I have ever killed. And there was an albino in the herd as well, but a hacker came and stole that one. So that was great. But he got kicked. The host ended up kicking him, which I appreciated. So cool, thanks. Another diamond turkey, then a gold harlequin duck placeholder, white rock ptarmigan. These are pretty cool. Let's get the camera out so we can look at that. This was just pretty cool. And this was when Reventuli first came out. I killed this on my map. I didn't know if it was rare or not, so I taxied it. It is a rare from my understanding, but they are pretty neat. Then of course, another turkey. This is just gold. An albino male moose. Only albino I have. Or male moose. The 121.3. Another turkey. This one's an eastern wild turkey. 4.1. Piebald mallard. They said they're just neat. Not rares. It's just neat. Another diamond red deer. And then this one, 266. I believe the 266 is my biggest. I want to try and get that 270, but just have not gotten it yet. Biggest piebald moose I've killed, 174.6. Mallard at 17. And here we got a diamond harlequin. No, sorry, not diamond harlequin. Piebald harlequin, just another one. But this is an albino harlequin, also not rare, but it was super cool to see that on my Yukon map. And took that guy down, I think with the 22, but that was pretty neat. Over here, we got another harlequin duck placeholder. This is a leucistic capercaillie. Got this before I even got a diamond capercaillie. This was an initial spawn on my map, which was pretty cool. And pretty excited about that. I saw that thing fly away. I was like, well, that's white, and capercaillies aren't white, so I had to take that sucker. Another diamond Merriam turkey. Another diamond whitetail, 264.3. And this is the other Rocky that I've gotten that is albino, 285.9. I was just running around playing with my buddy on some multiplayer maps, and I ran into that guy. Pretty sweet. Tufted duck, biggest one I've gotten, 937.6. I actually taxied this guy because he was black. I didn't know if he was rare or not. Not rare, but either way, we got a cool placeholder for now. A black tufted duck and diamond light brown Merriam turkey. Still no diamond ring-necked pheasants. So here's one at 15.7. White brown Over here, just some placeholders. Ochre hazelgrass, a bicolor willow ptarmigan, an ochre capercaillie. And get on it. There we go. A dark gray tundra bean goose. You guys know I need to get on Reventuli and really go after the birds. See what we can get. Because I need some diamonds. And then a bright capercaillie female. One last room. This one's not special. We'll just be real quick in here. Probably won't even look at them all that much. Diamond red deers. Just so all of you know. That's what's in here. No guns on the cases. And then before we go into the main room, here we go. Raccoon dog. Biggest one. Black, white. 8.19999999999. Above it, another gray fox. 5.3. Over here, side striped jackal. I think this is my biggest. 25.7. Believe it was a troll level 9 too, if I remember correctly. And then here is an Iberian wolf. 38.9. This one was a troll. Unfortunate. This is kind of my predator room, but also my favorite room. Nonetheless, starting out, we've got 2 alligators with the raccoons on them going at a jousting match. I just love it when you walk in, these 2 things just going nuts at each other. It's just cool. But we got an olive 462.2, biggest one I've taken. And on top of it is a blonde raccoon dog, which is pretty cool. And then over here, we've got an American alligator that I messed up. That was piebald, or is piebald. Should have been a gold though, but it ran past me. I thought it was albino because I just got a quick glimpse of it. And I think I unloaded the 308 into it. Can't remember, but I definitely freaked out and shot it way too many times because I didn't want to go in deep water and lose it. I'd much rather ruin the trophy medal and get it as a trophy than lose it altogether. On top of it is a blonde piebald raccoon. So we got 2 piebalds, which is pretty neat. We'll work our way this way. This is my placeholder until I get my diamond grizzly or my melanistic or my albino. But 66.3 and 65.3 grizzly. And then here is a blonde brown bear. They are uncommon, but they're still kind of cool to get. Just neat looking brown bear. Here's a diamond black bear, 22.8. Next to that is another diamond mountain lion, 39.4. This is a placeholder again as we're working on our black bears. 17.5 male cinnamon. Again, they're just uncommon, but they're super cool. I think cinnamon black bear are one of the coolest along with blondes, but it's just super cool. And then of course a diamond 23.1 dark fur type black bear. My favorite multi-mount though of all time, for sure. You guys see this piebald all the time in my intros. And that is a piebald gold 151.2 blacktail. And yeah, that trophy was a lot of fun. We tracked it down a little after it took off. Got a sweetheart shot from like 50 meters, I think, something like that. Super close. But it's with a gray, a diamond mountain lion, which is pretty neat. I think that multi-mount looks so stinking good. So good. It's so cool. So cool. All right, let's talk about this one now. This one's actually kind of got a funny story to it. So of course we got an albino male lion. I took that one on my wife's. We're hauling a map at my favorite lake for lions, and it was pretty neat. 42.7. But the female, dark brown, 37.7. Now this dark brown was in my breadwinner mount, and I had no idea. I didn't know she was there. I didn't know she was rare. I'm super grateful I taxied her, but I had no idea. No idea that I had a rare lioness. So we've got the albino male and a dark brown female, which is pretty cool. And of course we got over here another collision mount, a 37.9 diamond, or not diamond, gray mountain lion, and a 148.8 black tail. And then my luck with fallow deer is really good. We got 266.4 whole fallow diamonds, 266.1, and the biggest I've seen. I know other people have gotten 270s, but I don't know if I've ever seen anyone actually do it. That sounds dumb. and made no sense. I'm pretty sure other people have gotten 270s, but 270s I'm pretty sure is pretty rare. So 270.3 fallow deer. Giant fallow deer. Like I said, I've got some insane luck with fallow deer, especially diamonds. So there's those guys. Up here we've got a couple more alligators, a 309 or 390.7, excuse me, and 426.3, and then a diamond gray wolf 39.4. This is with that albino plains bison, where I took them both with a bow, and this one was a lot of fun because it was on a multiplayer map. I had to call it in because they were doing the bug where when they would get alerted, they'd go defensive and just freeze, and you could kill the entire pack without them running away. So we killed this guy by calling him in, and he was fully moving, not even aware of me in a tree. We took him on the walk. I thought I messed up the shot, but we didn't. We took him with the bow. It was pretty sweet. Here is my try at the Diamond Grand Slam. We've got Diamond Bassi Ibex 199.7 back in January, and then a Diamond Rhonda 109.5 back in February. Then we've got a silver at 89.0999999 Southeastern Spanish Ibex, and then a Great Ibex at 90.9 gold. And that's it, guys. That's the Trophy Lodge of Full Send Whiskey. Appreciate you guys watching and seeing what I've gotten and what can be done. Like I said, this was all done in a year's time, basically to the date. So it's possible, guys. It's possible to get cool trophies. It takes a lot of dedication, understanding how to multiplayer swap, or grind. If you want to grind on your own map, you just gotta understand the tactics of the game. You can get it done. Let me know what you thought of the lodge, what you'd like me to see, what you would like me to see, what you would like to see me go after in 2023, because I'm stoked for the new year. I will wish you guys the best of New Year's Eves. Stay up late, bring in the new year, have a lot of fun. You know I will. Be sure you like and subscribe. Everything helps me and the channel grow, and it's always appreciated. I'm so grateful to be at 1K. Thank you guys so much. Now until next time, go enjoy a good hunt with a good friend. And I'll catch you in 2023.